Hello? Am I back?
Yes, you're back.
Okay.
Stream.
Sorry
Tara?
about that. Yeah, had to... Yep, hello?
Hello.
Sorry, yeah, Talk is absolutely terrible. They just went down across the country again.
Understandable. Have a good day.
Yeah.
We saw Peak win out the last round.
What time are you at? I'm at 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25.
Alright, we're good.
Okay. What happened last round then?
A bit of a flurry of kills. There was only one hard reach. They pushed in through dirt and blue, and somehow managed to win out the round as attackers. Questionable. I think it was more so the side of Valor just lost their gunfights more than anything else.
This attack strategy is confusing to me. They bought the Cali, so they want to try and destroy the bandit barriers.
Wait, Tara, can you check if the stream is, like, are you streaming on OBS?
It's starting in 95 seconds. It crashed and it made me to restart the stream. And there's the delay, so it'll be live in the next 87 seconds. But the Maestro just wide swings the CC balcony, actually takes down the Ash in the very exposed position. This attack on the peak is extremely flawed, and it's been shown by this. They're trying to just straight up push a bandit tricker with no way to counter him. And because of this, they lose their Thatcher peak in the garage door, and the Ash on the balcony just gets taken down. So it looks like they have decided to switch for a jacuzzi push and a construction take. So Thermite has opened the construction single wall, and looks like Jaeger is choosing to play aggressive actually on the breach.
We're gonna see keyboard bug coming up from the side of Saber, so unlucky.
But looks like Valor have read into this, and they have rotated their bandit towards Cash to bandit trick the Thermite inside a construction. English is hard, okay? It's only my first.
I mean, I have to question this double Thatcher and Kali play from the side of Peak. They did it last round. They managed to win it out, but why do you need both of them, right?
But like, they're not even using it correctly. They're using it to counter a bandit trick. How do you counter a bandit?
Gonna get injured. Thermite's gonna try and open up that construction cash wall, but Skitter will be able to trick it out. So Tao gets himself a kill, and that'll be Pandey taken down. Econom tries to go for kills, and he does actually get himself one. That'll be Saber off of the board. So essentially a 2v3 situation as Xantis is bleeding out. 3v1 as Tao is left alone and will get taken out inside of CCTV as he jumps into that window.
That was extremely poorly played by the attack that round. Peak just unsure of what to do. Like, you don't bring a bandit in Cali to try and counter a bandit trick, because what are you gonna do? Destroy the battery once it's already placed? What's that gonna do? Oh yeah, destroy your thermite charge in the process. You've got 2 of those, bandit has 4. He can do it all day. If you want to counter a bandit trick, bring your Capital. Bring your Zephyr. Hell, bring a Sledge and Maverick with nades. Maverick's banned, bring your Sledge with nades and somehow get him into the building. Don't use a Thatcher and Kali. Extremely poorly played then. And it was shown by them just funneling through the door because they just didn't know what to do.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out something really quick. Keep going.
It looks like on the side of Peak, they actually choose to bring a Yana out. I'm interested to see how they're actually going to play this Yana. We have seen Goga on the side of Vitality bring out Yana, and they're using it for a very aggressive droning to try and take map control extremely quickly. And they have opted to jam the walls onto Jacuzzi balcony. However, yeah, those jammers will be gone extremely quickly, as all it takes is one nade to roll through the drone hole and they're gone. And I don't believe Valor have actually placed any ADSs on the side of the Jacuzzi wall as of yet. And even then, all Peak have to do is go on the balcony and destroy the 2 castle barricades. They have 2 Ash charges, 2 Zephyr stuns, and 2 nades on the side of Yana. And yeah, as you can see, no ADS. Pandey actually pulled out one of the ADSs, but chooses not to place it down. And we do see Saber actually choosing to bring the... Well, what are they called? I actually don't remember. Proximity alarms instead of the bulletproof
how is it
camera.
that hard?
I'm sorry, I keep thinking of sonar instead of proximity alarm.
You're a bit of a
Downy.
moron.
Oh.
No. We can't be saying that. Moron is the right word to use.
No, I'm not Dowie. The UK ex-Prem player, Dowie. Him.
Yeah, Dowie.
Yeah, Dowie. It was a misspeech.
Misspeech? Who are you, Spoit?
Yes.
Did you see that drama on Twitter, by the way, with Spoit?
No, actually, I didn't.
I'll send it to you in DMs after this game ends.
Oh, wait, hold on a minute.
YD gets the first kill onto Saber. Wait, YD's on site.
He just jumped
Panday
in
gets
the
the second
window.
kill onto Econom, and Panday will get himself a double kill, so that'll be the side of Peak shut down immediately.
That's your thermite as well. Wait, they're trying to Habana a jammed wall. Actually, wait, it wasn't jammed? What's Valor doing with it?
What? How is Skitter allowed to do that? Eventually, he does get taken out, and YF gets himself a kill as well. So in a 2v2 situation, I'm a bit confused as to how this is possible.
Right, you're a Mega Brain. Answer me this: you have a bandit and you have a mute. Do you A, electrify cache walls, B, jam cache walls, or C, leave it soft?
D, all of the above.
Ooh, good choice. Looks like the mute did actually hear the Yana ability get pulled out, so if Detrian wanted to, he could just flank behind them. He knows that this is... Oh, it looks like actually he can't use the rotate as it was poorly made. But it looks like
Detrian wary of his hash, and he does get himself a kill, but will get immediately refragged by YF as he tries to go for a bit of a greedy pick. JD, YF in a 1v1 situation here, and JD will be hiding inside the body of Zofia inside of Jim. And he does get himself the kill. It'll be Valor taking the round and going to match point, I believe.
Was there a jammer on that door? I can't see it on the side of Bandit.
I'm not quite sure, to be honest.
Because if there wasn't, that was poorly played by JD. His gadget is literally a drone, and he chose to face check. So, that round is just interesting. They open the cache wall with Habana. They have Habana on the CC balcony. But she's too busy playing Pokemon MOBA watching the trailer, and allows the Bandit to just waddle on out. Or was it Jaeger, I believe? Or maybe Valkyrie, I don't remember who. They just allow them to waddle out from cache into CC, through the rotate hole, to the window, and take out the player on the balcony. It was extremely poor play by the attack of Peak that round. They just allowed Valor to do whatever the hell they wanted. We do see Amaru being 6th picked for the Blackbeard, I believe that was. I believe Peak have just had enough of this and have just choose to bring the Blackbeard just so they can outright win gunfights left, right, and centre. As if you win a gunfight versus a Blackbeard, you deserve to win the entire game, not just a round at that point.
I agree. What's your time? Sorry, I think my
21,
froze a little bit.
20, 19,
Yeah, my game's freezing.
17, 16,
Wait.
15.
Just keep casting. I'll try and buffer.
Okay. So we see the spawn and a nice fan. That's a nice fan. So we have got another basement defense. However, when Peaked opted to go for the basement defense, they lost every single basement defense, and there's no holes. Okay, looks like Smoke's choosing to make them now, but they've actually left one of the church walls soft, which is interesting. I don't know if this is just a late reinforcement, as they did have a punch hole on it, and for those who don't know, they make a punch hole so they can hit sound through it, so it's easy to impact trick, bandit trick, and all that. However, punch holes don't allow sound to go through easier, as the hole's too small. You need to make at least a shotgun blast, or 3 or 4 punch holes to make the hole a lot larger. It's always an easy oversight. Like, come out from
What's your timeout now? Let's try and figure
19,
it out. What's your timeout? 18,
17, 16,
like two,
15, 14.
Like 2 minutes in, right?
Yeah, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9,
Alright,
8.
perfect.
So we do see the Thermite choose to open the dirt. So it looks like they are going for a horizontal take. from dirt. Habana is opening the stock hatch. But Equanom needs to be careful here with dirt. He's alone with the diffuser. So he has opted to choose to fall back as he knows he can't take this fight onto the Jaeger. And then we do see the Wamai side of Gen, so they won't be able to flush out the player inside of Gen too easy due to his Wamai discs. But actually, he just decides to fall back after his disc is burnt out. No, he does actually opt to retake it now that he's able to earn more discs. C4 coming from Saber, misses, and he does actually have the shotgun. However, this is actually going to be extremely powerful for the Pulse on the shotgun, as they have to drop and push close, and it would be a lot more effective with the shotgun rather than the UMP.
I've seen every team in this league so far play the Pulse shotgun.
Well, it's not actually a bad shotgun. It's pretty high fire rate, decent
It's not,
damage.
but it's questionable on certain sites.
Actually, if Zafir...
I just think...
Hold on, yeah, carry on.
I just think you're better off playing the to be honest. Play a little bit of a long distance gunfight, if anything. Anything within not like 5 meters will basically lose you the fight if you have that shotgun.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I heard Habana pellets being shot out. Oh, they've actually opted to choose Blackbeard to push down dirt. Flashbangs do come out and free fires also thrown out. Blackbeard is tagged to 75 and still Jaeger is not been touched at all.
There's no way Skitter wins this gunfight, right?
Nah,
There's no way he wins it on the Blackbeard.
Yeah, he knows he has to fall back. He cannot beat out a Thermite and a Blackbeard at that close range. But
YD pushing into Moto here. Gonna see if he can get any picks off. Bandit is aware of this and will miss the shots as it's at knee level instead. JD gets the kill, but Xantis immediately gets a frag onto that tree, and then the more flurry of kills coming out as Valor win out the round and win out the game. I'm not sure what just happened there, but an explosive end to the game, and Valor take themselves 3 points.
That was interesting. The Blackbeard chose to just shift W through the door, so he was unable to assist onto the fight as he was just taken down almost instantaneously. And then Thermite was able to get the refrag, but the players in dirt were pushing too slow due to how aggressive the players decided to play inside of Moto. The Zafir tried to wide swing and get the frag onto the Bandit, but he aimed way too low and was taken down. And then Wamai inside of Gen, I believe, was able to just delay time. Poor push coming out from the side of Peaked, I believe it was.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go play my game now. I don't have a second caster with you. Sorry.
Okay.
I couldn't find one. But
I'll just snort
you'll
some
be casting
G2.
this game alone, and then I'll join you back in the next game.
Okay. See you guys shortly. What's your team name? I've forgotten. Got this one.
There's nothing inside or nothing more. Hate me or love me, I'll drive you wild. Let it all go, give it to me. I wanna hear you scream, scream out my name. I wanna hear you scream, like I can't be replaced. I need to hear you scream, scream out my name. I need to hear you scream, like I can't be replaced. Can't take for granted where I've been. Went through hell and back again. Scars on my mind are bruises and skin. I lean on you when times get tough. When they drag me down, you pick me up. So let it all go, give it to me. I wanna hear you scream, scream out my name. I wanna hear you scream, like I can't be replaced. I wanna hear you scream, scream out my name. I need to hear you scream, like I can't be replaced.
And we are off with Helix versus Union on Villa for game day 2 of the Claxon League tourney. And wait a second. So I thought we were going to see a Rios coming in then, as I wasn't actually sure which sides we're supposed to be starting off at. So we do see Helix starting off with defense, so hopefully this should assist them in getting the upper hand in this game, as this map is defender-sided, and we all know they are the weakest of the teams in this league. And looks like Weirdo's Internet has already decided to leave the building. So, how unfortunate. Looks like Helix are going to be down one man already from the get-go if Weirdo's Internet persists like this. We do see the usual Thatcher ban coming out from Union on the Thatcher. Capital ban is also interesting, as ever since his buff a few seasons back, his ban has been quite prominent as a backup ban for most maps and a staple ban. For whenever you want to ban, if you don't want to know what your second ban should be, you always want to aim for the Capital, as that's more of a default ban. I'm going to see the Mirror, as that's more of a comfort pick ban, as she's extremely powerful on all maps, no matter what it is, at what she does, as her gadget is so powerful. And the final ban, let's say Maestro ban, and yes, a Maestro ban. It's almost as if he doesn't get banned almost every game. I'm unsure if the Echo is going to be played due to the ban. Oh, yep, it looks like Echo has been bugged, so yep, Echo has been banned from this game. Last game, however, there was actually Echo being played, but nothing actually came out of it. So, but this game looks like it has been set that no Echo will be played. Sleepy T's in the Echo. Looks like there's actually a new lineup coming from Helix today. They've got Miguel and CRS from Astro. So this actually could be an interesting game, as we've never seen these two players on the side of Helix play before. So it looks like we do see the Mozzie and the Legion coming out from the two Astro players. And on the attack, we do see Zophia's Elite skin, which is also banned, but I'm sure they'll let it slide. As if you didn't know, as of, I believe, 2 months ago, all skins are basically all skins are banned out, but on default Pro League or Pilot Program skins. We'd also see the Smoke Elite skin, which is also a banned skin. So I believe the teams aren't really too worried about the skin rule in effect this game, as I assume they both have agreed to using banned skins. So we do see the Buck and the IQ, so I'm assuming they are going to be going for more of a vertical push. That's actually an interesting Mozzie pest, as it's extremely easy to be taken out. Looks like we're seeing actually a quite prominent anchor hold coming out from the side of Helix, as they're going for a very steady hold. Looks like Weirdo, yep, Weirdo's DC'd. How unfortunate. So like I said, looks like we will be seeing a 4v5. Oh no, he's actually come back. His internet has decided to come back as the internet felt bad for Weirdo this game. So it looks like Union have gone for a study take. Actually no, they've gone for a, oh no, yes, it was a full study take. They know they have to take down the shield first if they want to take Aviator and study. So it looks like they have sent the Ash below, and he is going to Ash charge the shield. However, the Ash did hesitate, and this has allowed the smoke behind the shield to fall back. But he has decided to retake his shield. They have spotted out the bandit inside the library, so the Ash knows she has to be careful from the roam presence of Sleepy. Sleepy actually goes extremely aggressive on the player outside of Mudroom. Sophia does get tagged, but he just wide swings onto the Ash, and the Ash is able to take down Bandit. Loco has also been flashed and forced out of his corner inside of Aviator. The shield has finally been taken down. That was extremely poor utility usage from the side of Union, as they used both a Zephyr stun and an Ash charge to get out of the same shield, as I assume communication didn't go through correctly. Smoke has used his second gas canister, and Buck is opening below to make sure they don't get aggressive on the main wall into the hallway. Buck is open below Vault and has forced out the player inside of Vault to move. But Weirdo actually wide swings on the Zephyr and takes him down. Helix still have their 90 control. Legion is able to shoot a few of the Habana pellets that were open in the game wall, and he does spot out the Claymore. He hears the player on his drone, so he could most likely get aggressive. All the walls inside of Aviator and Games have still been electrified, so the vertical presence hasn't actually been to much avail. The IQ does take down the two bandit batteries inside of the game's wall, so it looks like Habana is going to open the wall. However, Legion still has his impact grenade. He is going to be able to impact us, but no, he chooses not to throw them and allows them to open the wall. This is extremely interesting coming from Helix, and I'm interested to see why they decided to let the wall get opened up. Looks like Mozzie is able to take down the first player on main stairs, and Smoke actually takes down the second side of study. Looks like IQ is able to injure the player on side of 90, but he does get refragged. Looks like he is getting revived, and the IQ pushes up the main Casca hallway, gets hit by two goo mines, doesn't see the Mozzie inside the study, actually takes him down. The last two players now down, the Jaeger and the Legion. Legion pushes his way through study, comes behind the IQ, along with the Jaeger pushes Casca hallway, but Helix win the round out through the timer, as the attackers are not able to plant the bomb in time. Looks like round one goes to Helix. That was an extremely close round, coming down to the final seconds. That was close. That round could have gone either way. Once the player on the 90 rappel took down the... I believe there was a player on 90 rappel. I'm unsure if it was play from main stairs doing a long angle on 90 rappel. But once the Jaeger had been injured, they had man advantage. But luckily, the player on the side of Helix was able to get the refrag, saving the Jaeger's life. And then due to this, the final seconds of the round became a 2v1 instead of a 1v1. So we are seeing a statue hold this time, and they are opting to reinforce the walls into Master, as they're not doing the more of a G2 hold, where they like to bring the castle barricade, the window in archway and the bathroom wall, and they play more of an extended hold into Master, instead of just giving it for free. We do see the holes being opened from below, so this means that the players can easily just rotate below and shoot any thermite charges like Habana pellets that are placed on the side of the attack to open the wall. And then there we see the smoke opening the wall, like I stated last game, where doing a punch hole doesn't allow sound to go through. You've got to make a nice large hole. But actually, they've opted to leave one of the walls inside of Master soft. I don't know if this is just another late reinforcement, or maybe it's just because they actually want to use it as an aggressive peek out. We do see a Valkyrie camera coming out from Valkyrie, so it looks like she wants to go for an aggressive spawn peek. However, no players of Union have actually opted to spawn on Fountain side, but they're opting to choose a full man study take. But they are actually sending Ash through round to Master. It looks like she's going to use to push, maybe put some pressure on Astro. No, she's fallen back to Mudroom. We do actually see Hillick sending one man alone inside the Aviator to hopefully stem the tide of the Union push. This is Weirdo on the Jaeger, and he does have some utility like reinforcement inside the gates. Over here is just one man, and he can easily be cut off. But he does have the pulse below feeding him intel, so he knows when and where the push is going to be coming from. Looks like the attack have been able to open up the wall inside of Aviator from study. And the pulse has just been... I believe Zafir's actually spotted out the pulse on main stairs. Loco, extremely poor play, standing in the open on main stairs, getting taken down by the Zafir. Looks like Sleepy has rotated to 90 with 90 to help the Jaeger, but he's just been taken down by the player on 90 window, as well as Weirdo being taken down on main stairs. And looks like Ash on the trophy entrance window also takes down the Valkyrie. So a 5v1 all alone left to the smoke. Can he clutch it out? He still has 2 gas canisters left and is inside of Astro. However, Ash has lost his rotation off inside a trophy. So he is all alone. Looks like Smoke does try and alt walk and try and move around the Ash. He uses the rotate hole and he is taken down. Flawless round coming from Union. That round could have gone well if Helix hadn't allowed to be easily taken down. The Pulse was alone in the middle of the hallway, taken down extremely easily, unaware. The players inside a trophy entrance, which is Wolf. The Ash just was able to sit there, break the window, and get the free kill onto the Valkyrie. And then Loco on 90 was just taken down by the 90 Repel. Extremely poor play by Helix that round. However, that was extremely well played by Union, knowing when they can just play super aggressive. The round went from a stalemate to suddenly extremely aggressive play, and the kills just flurried out. So we do see the 6th pick from the Ella to the Bandit. So it looks like they are opting again to choose to try and stop them pushing the main wall with the Bandit batteries. And we are seeing another statue hold. I don't believe we saw a Mai last time, and we definitely didn't see a Vigil. So this will be a different hold. Looks like they're going for more of a turtle hold, as they know how aggressive Union are going to be taking the map control. You see the vertical holds again coming from Smoke. And they have opted to choose to place a deployable shield in the door of Master, as that door is a fortress if you place your ADSs and with my discs there. But actually, Loco's going for an early spawn peak. If he's able to, if he is lucky enough to get this off, this could be round winning for Helix. But actually, Union have opted to all spawn on Stellar Fountain. However, the Buck has spawned alone. So, if Vigil gets his timing right, he could actually take down the Buck early on in the round. But no, he's opted to fall back into Library and use his ability to try and waste time. Looks like the IQ is just full on ran into Memorial and is already below. Looks like he's opting to try and hunt down the Vigil. But if detected, this could be extremely powerful position for Loco. The IQ goes below, spots the bandit batteries and takes down the first, and I assume he will be taken. Yep, all 3 bandit batteries have now been taken down. Looks like Miguel tries to take the fight onto the IQ do a fall, but missed shots do come out and then they're able to connect. But Loco, again, exposed in the open in the middle of the hallway and is taken down, and there goes the early manpower. Looks like IQ cannot take down this bandit battery and is finally able to take it down. So now Helix's roam presence below has been squandered, and now Union have full map control. Looks like they have opted to electrify the bandit, the deployable shield on Master Door, and it is on solid ground, so they aren't able to destroy the bandit barrier. And I believe Habana, yes, has opened the statue wall, but actually Miguel with an aggressive peek onto the Master balcony takes down the Habana. That's their heartbeat, and CRS again with the SMG-11 is able to take down the Zafir. This is extremely good play by Helix, getting the early frags And now, there's no more hard breach on the side of Union. They've only opened one small hole on the master wall. So if Helix play their cards right, they could easily lock this round off, as now Union have to force their way through doorways. And Buck, opening the wall on trophy window, is taken down by Miggle. It's now a 4v2. Looks like IQ is still inside of dining, and Mamai has opted to push down Master stairs to try and catch the IQ off guard when she tries to push up. Looks like Helix are choosing to play a little bit more conservative now, but IQ is actually pushing the Ash stairs. If she's not aware that she actually will get taken down, and she does! Sleepy takes down IQ. It's now a 4v1. We do see the Ash pushing up Classical Hallway. Don't think he's been spotted out as he walked in by wire, but now he's just allowed to cross off the site. He'll spot out the Mamai, takes him down. He has to take down the Bandit as well, so he took down the Smoke. Looks like two players just disconnected. I assume they were kicked from the server crashing, and it's now a 1v1 because the player was disconnected. But Ash chooses to drop down the hatch. He doesn't go the aggressive play onto Sleepy. No, 5 seconds left. I'm losing my voice. Like Wumai does actually get shot from the Ash. The Ash plays aggressive, and Wumai actually wins it out. That was so close. The Ash almost won that. It was a 4v1 and came down to a 1v1 as the server disconnects 2 players from each side, and one of the players that were disconnected was still alive. That was extremely close and almost was won out on the side of Union. That was lucky, and there's no other way to describe it. Looks like they are asking to rehost. So, yeah, we will be seeing a rehost come out. So I will be back shortly.
So I've come to the conclusion, just a rotten piece of fruit. So I'll end up dying slowly, rotting away. See, I just want to be able to climb without a fall, to get out of this mazeland and run. Please strike me thunder, let me get closer to the light. Please strike me thunder, so I can be free. So I've come to the conclusion, I'm just one man amongst thousands. In this world I'll loathe them, sure they'll do fine without me. The chemicals in my head don't work as yours, 'cause every piece of road is a little bit of happiness.
Is this over? I'm scared to ask these questions, 'cause I know that you'll reject my love. Moving slower, frozen to these pieces without a shoulder to cry on. I will only climb the mountain without your goodbyes, 'cause you're my life. If I fail and crumble, would you help me build this downfall and change the color of my falls? I never wanna hold you back, I wanna give you every chance, and I'll stand against all enemies, your enemies. I'm afraid if I look a light, you'll leave me alone tonight, 'cause I'm changing and I'm breaking, but I'll still be your superhero. I'll be your superhero. But I'll still be your superhero. I'll be your superhero.
And looks like we are finally back, and Weirdo has already disconnected. So, as usual, Weirdo DCs with his amazing potato 10 out of 10, would not want to deal with it again internet. And I don't believe we are able to get another rehost, as I believe it was Helix that called the rehost last time. So, rip Weirdo, I guess, guys. Oh, no, he's returned. And looks like they did actually tease the Melusa there, however Melusa is banned, and Weirdo is given the Rook, so let's hope he doesn't DC anymore, as that would be extremely dangerous. So we are seeing the extremely long load time, as usual, whenever you create a lobby. And set around history, because Ubisoft servers are 10 out of 10, would not want to work on them, because they don't work. So we are seeing an Aviator hold, as Helix were able to win Aviator out the first time they came here. But that was down to a last second 2v1, which was extremely dangerous. So we are seeing a similar setup coming from both sides. We've got Smoke placing the deployable shield inside of Study again. And we've got the Zephyr drone covering the whole way. So, oh, looks like Wamai did actually spot the drone out. So there goes some of Union's intel. Yes, so they have decided a mute jam. Wait, no, they don't have a mute, sorry. It looked like mute was placing a jam. It must have been just Rook placing his armor or Jaeger placing an ADS. So they don't actually have any wall denial, apart from the Rook with Impact and the Bandit. But the Bandit batteries were shot extremely quickly from the floor by the IQ last time. And I believe the Rook is choosing to sit 90 repel, and depending on how Union play this, I'm expecting a similar result on how well the Rook is able to push the attack off. We do see 3 players of Union pushing through Study, and we do see Wamai holding the main stage in KS spot. Do you see the IQ below, applying some pressure, and I believe the Buck is choosing the 9 to repel. C4 comes out, but to no avail, and the bandit batteries have actually been shot from the IQ. He does take down one, but I don't think he was able to get the second. Here we do see the smoke behind the shield, and he does spot out the player on the balcony. But Wamai actually pivots super aggressive, and that's the Buck gone. I believe he was near main door. I'm not sure of his location. Yeah, he was outside the main door. And Wamai's got extremely aggressive and chose to run outside. Jaeger has also assisted Wamai, and now the Wamai has been taken down as he tried to run out and take anyone out repelling. However, there was nobody repelling and he was taken down by the Ash on the balcony. But I don't believe the Jaeger has been spotted out. Yes, he has. The Ash and the IQ have rotated below to try and lock him off to make sure he can't do any aggressive plays. But I believe they think he's been locked off inside a vault, but he's not actually there. He's pushed around into art room. But it looks like Ash has actually hit him. Yep, 3 fires come out, and the drone spot him. Ash gets really aggressive and takes down Loco in the back. It's Tao all over again from the first game. Tries to run away, gets shot in the back, unaware of the aggressive play coming in. Looks like the shield on the aviator door has been taken down. So, Michael getting a bit aggressive trying to take down his own team. And the IQ below taking down the final bandit batteries. So there's no way to stop the Habana opening the walls now, as you can hear Habana opening the aviator and Game's wall. So the wall has been opened up, but Bandit does have this deployable shield that he's opting to not use, and he's getting extremely aggressive on the breach. Smoke is able to take down the Ash on Union. So now it's now a 3v3 with 35 seconds left. This is still very much in the defender's hands. We do see Rook on landing, Smoke and Bolt, and the Bandit playing aggressive behind his deployable shield. And we do see a classical hall rotation coming from Union, as they know the only way they can push this is to come in the classical hallway. Actually, CRS does get injured in the vault, but he's now been revived. But Michael is actually able to take down the Zafir. Rook has been spotted out in trophy, but now he's just delaying time. The IQ does go in, but IQ and Habana actually get 1 kill each. It's now all down to Smoke, and he gets it! He gets the first in landing and flicks to the second in vault. Really good play by CRS in that round. Really well played, and a great clutch coming in. Well, clutch. And I have just been told in DMs that it's pronounced Cyrus, so really well played by Cyrus there. And I guess you can see why these 2 players have been subbed in on the side of Helix rather than their 2 players whose names I don't remember. So it looks like Union chose the Monty, but actually 6 picked it out for the Habana. And we do see the Capcan being baited out for the Smoke. So we do see a kitchen hold with Cyrus on the castle, and he has got the proximity alarm as his gadget. Looks like Helix are opting to reinforce the wall to the memorial, as some players choose to reinforce one wall on each side, and some teams choose to just cover the wall completely. And we do see the Purple Shield to stop any aggressive pushes into laundry. However, this shield will actually, they most likely placed this shield as they saw the Monty being picked, but they weren't aware that he actually 6 picked off. Weirdo again, potatoing on the drones, getting exposed in the game chat. So it looks like, I don't believe that the deployable shield will actually be too much effect though. But they don't actually have anything to get rid of that shield, apart from the Zafir explosives on the side of the Zafir, obviously. Pardon me, and we do see a Smoke playing behind the shield. However, he won't really be able to properly play behind the shield, as you can open above the shield. So we see Zafir rotating to the top floor and maybe going for an Study rotate, Study roam clear. And here we see the pulse inside the kitchen feeding all the intel that is possibly needed to Helix. as they do have 2 C4s on the side of Loco and Weirdo on the Pulse and Bandit. So they can C4 anyone going into Master Bedroom. But it looks like Union have read into this. And yes, Helix are opted in for a full 5-man anchor. We do see the Blackbeard and there's a Fear on red stairs. Buck is opening above to make sure that upstairs is a living hell and Helix don't have any safe spots to hide in. Buck beginning to make the vertical horse and spots out the smoke, and Michael, unaware of the whole court sleeping, shot in the back of the head. The proximity alarm actually goes off, and I didn't see this. Blackbeard is just chilling in the dining door, so memorial door, and the castle didn't even know this and was unable to peek. Looks like Habana has sneaked into laundry, but with IQ on the cover, when the player tried to take him down, IQ just shot the player in the back through the same vertical holes that the smoke was killed on. Poor play from Helix. It's now a 4v3. 1 minute 10 left on the clock. This is very much on the side of the attackers. They have locked off all defenders on Helix and forced them into their last dying position. There's no way that Helix should be able to win this round out. Weirdo actually gets fights onto the Zephyr and puts Zephyr to 1 HP. 1 bullet on any gun will take down this Zephyr. You see Zephyr rotating to China to try and take them, to try and apply pressure on Helix's back. Looks like Helix are actually able to stop Union's push, but as I say this, Habana in laundry is able to take down Sleepy. That's their Jaeger gone. It's now a 4v2. Weirdo actually takes down the first on with Pulse. It's now a 3v1. Weirdo can win this. He takes down the Buck, that's a ninja. It's now just a 2v1. Zephyr very low. Here's the plant going down. The cover is low. He actually takes down the plant. He doesn't know the plant is going down in island. He doesn't hear this. The plant does get cancelled out, and Habana pushes deep, but he can't turn fast enough as the sensitivity is locked when proned. And he's unable to win the fight, and Habana wins it out, as Weirdo's potato does mean he misses almost all of his shots. However, I'm sure on his screen, the ping difference meant he was hitting on his screen. Unfortunate. The prone play there was extremely ill-advised, and he was unable to win it out. If Weirdo had switched to the pistol, he would have won that, but hey. Last moment choice, and usually the proning does work. It was unfortunate that he was unable to win that fight out. So again, we are seeing the exact same hold coming out from Helix. They've got the 2 deployed with shields, forcing it into a fortress inside of Master Bedroom. Let's see how this plays out, because Union know how this defense is going to work. They saw the same defense, and they did lose it when they attacked, but that was extremely close due to the DCs coming out. Ooh, an early spawn peek from the Ella on Michael. Nearly took down the Zephyr, the IQ, but luckily he was able to get into cover in time. So it looks like Union are opting to choose to do a study push again, but the Ella just jumps out on the Astral loading. Michael, really well played there. He heard the Astral loading, and he knew the player was going to be playing there alone, as last time Union had the player playing there alone. Really good read and adaptation by Ella to get the early pick. This is now Helix running away with a 5v4 advantage. Well, running away is a bit of an overstatement, but depending on how they play this, this could be detrimental to Union. The shield is finally taken down, as the Buck was able to burn all the Wamai discs holding the shield. So it looks like Wamai has to fall back as he has no longer got his cover. The Buck has rotated to red stairs and the pings do come out. But actually, I don't believe they know Sleepy's there. Yeah, he wasn't actually spotted out sprinting, so he could get the shot on the Buck inside of Memorial. Buck is opening the floor, and Jaeger is aware of his location, but Buck is not aware of his. He allows the Buck to open below the Wamai, and that's the kill onto Weirdo. The Zafir is able to take the fight whilst he's distracted. The Jaeger needs to be more aggressive here. He should have taken out, and he is! He takes down the Zafir. He came up red stairs and ignored the Buck. So the Buck is allowed to survive for a little bit longer. The Habana, is able to take down the wall with 2 Habellets, and the IQ takes down the, that was Cyrus on Smoke. And again, the Habana is able to take down Michael on Ella. It's now a 2v3. Pre-fires on Loco do come out, and they do not connect. Sleepy is now rotated down to Memorial, and he has switched positions with the Buck. The Buck and the IQ have rotated to Wolf, and Buck has just run directly into sight, and now is deciding to plant. It's now a 3v1, and the plant is going down. IQ holds the red stairs, and there it is. Honestly, that round was going for Helix's side, and I believe that was Loco. Loco threw that round away. He came up red stairs, heard the Buck skeleton keying, and instead of playing aggressive on that Buck, he chose to sleep and stay on the stairs and play passive, and that allowed the Buck to get the Wamai killed in his position, and then the Buck went later on to get a 3k in the round. If the Jaeger had played aggressive and taken down that Buck, the Wamai would have still been alive and he wouldn't have been taken down by the Zafir. So that was just poor play, and a 3-3 split coming out on the side of the attack. With these bans, a Thatcher ban and a 3-3 split, you want a 4-2 split on the side of the defense with a Thatcher ban. So it looks like Union opted for a kitchen dining hall. The meta has shifted quite drastically with this map. Like, teams always used to start off with an aviator hold, and then they would rotate to a statue, and then, if they had to, they would rotate the kitchen. But now a lot of teams are choosing to go straight away for a kitchen hold. As this map, this site has definitely seen a resurgence in pick rate. And we do actually see a very aggressive upstairs hold coming in from Union. So they're holding a kitchen as if they were holding a statue hold, which is quite interesting. You don't usually see a hold like this coming out. I believe they do have the G2 rotate inside the statues to archway, but Sleepy just doesn't care. He just full on shift W's up pantry. And if Helix read into how this hold is being held, they've got one player in sight. There's nothing stopping them just running through pantry into China and dining and getting the dining plant in kitchen. But they've opted to just slow down actually and no longer go for the plant. Goyo is holding the door, so this doesn't mean, but Zafir has also destroyed the bookshelf, so she has a nice long angle. See, and spotted there, but Kaid wins the fight out with the Org. Weirdo dropping the nice shot because he just got demolished by that Org. He should not have lost that fight. In no universe does he lose that fight, and he just did. IQ, however, goes through the destroyed barricade, but they don't realize that's the only player in sight. They have site control, but they don't know this. The Kaid, sorry, I did forget Kaid was island. That is my fault. The Kaid is sitting island, but the sledge is just choosing to plant. Valkyrie does take down the sledge inside the inside of China. And Valkyrie takes down the second player of Cali, and they just allow Jaeger to run through China. It's now all down to Cyrus inside of Pantry. He does put down the Jaeger, gets the first kill. He gets the triple kill, but is unable to get the fourth, and the plant will now be defused as Spark is able to take down the second player. That was a really nice retake by the attack, by the defense, sorry. Not gonna lie, I'm getting lightheaded from all this talking. So it looks like we're seeing a similar operator lineup from each side. Do see the Kali being brought out. They are bringing the Kali, and this is a direct counter to the Kaid. So, depending on how they play this, they should be able to easily open the master walls, as all it takes is one Kali charge, and Habana has free reign to do whatever the hell she wants. So it does look like we are seeing an extended hold into Aviator and Games Room by the Jaeger. They do have the same shield that Helix were implementing inside of Study. But, ooh, that ADS, I would not agree with that. That's extremely useless. As it's in a good spot, yeah, it'll stop you destroying the shield, but all it takes is for one person to go on the window and that shield is gone. It's an extremely exposed position. So, but if they don't spot it out on a drone, then I guess it would be pretty useful. But it just depends how heavy Helix choose to drone this out. Looks like Weirdo's actually lost his drone. They are going for more of a split push. They're choosing to send Habana Aviator side, and then the rest of the players are pushing for a Master. But I'm sure Habana's just going to be late rotating towards the Master, as they are opting to do a full Master take. We do see the Wamai playing behind a backwards shield. Yes, Habana's rotated to the roof now. So yeah, they are going for a full Master take, as they know Union are going for a heavy roam presence. Weirdo on the pantry can for some reason. I'm not sure to why, but anyway. So we do see Loco on his drone, and they have spotted out the Wamai at the back of Astro. And I believe Loco did spot the player inside a split door. The Ash just jumps in the bathroom, and Kali is able to take down the actual electrical. Ash. Right. So the Ash charged the barricade, and then Kali down to the Ash. Very interesting. But Weirdo is able to take the first fight and takes down the Valkyrie. That's one C4 off the board. Union only have one more on the Kaid available to them. Ash throws some flashbangs in to try and burn out any ADS or Wamai discs, and he's now going to try and destroy the shield. He does take down the shield, so now there goes the second shield for Wamai. And Cyrus takes the fight as Habana onto the Jaeger. They now have manpower. 3v2. Goyo has rotated below, and I believe he does have a C4. Yes, C4 comes out, but does not connect. Kaid again with the orb with a nice angle onto the master door. Spots out, oh no, he's a shotgun, my bad. And takes down the Ash in one shot due to the low HP, as he was injured earlier in the round. The Wamai is able to sit nice and comfy behind his backward shield, and I do not believe yet Kali does not have any more of her lance charges available to destroy that shield. But Zophia's gone below with their explosive charge and is able to double tap the shield and destroy it from below. Looks like they are getting timing, so Wamai can take down the shield, yep. And Kali actually misses the shot, and Wamai is allowed to survive. Why are you allowing the Kali to take the fight and not the sledge? That was extremely poor play. But Wamai is finally taken down. But Goyo actually, I'm not sure where that was, Astro Stairs just takes down the Zofia in the back. Goyo is now downstairs, and the Kaid plays aggressive in Astro. Does take down Loco to 25 HP, but he is eventually taken down. Plant goes down, and Habana is able to get the second kill onto Goyo. And we do see Helix winning the attack round. The most useful Kali ever. When they were working together to take down that shield, they should not have had the Kali do that. They sent Kali to the back of bathroom, and then he got caught on the wall. I don't know if that was just poor map knowledge and then getting stuck, or I don't know what the plan was there. as he did miss 2 shots and allowed Wamai to run free, and then Sledge had to then retake this eventually. And I don't know why the Kali decided to down the Ash, but hey, it is what it is. Looks like we are seeing a similar operator lineup coming from both sides, but instead of bringing the Kali, they are choosing to bring the IQ. So we do see another C4 coming out the side of Sparko instead of the new proximity alarm. As I don't believe Intel is their issue, it's mainly just winning gunfights at this point, I believe. They were able to get the flank and take down the fight on the Zafir, but then he chose to fall back. If he'd stayed on Astro Stairs, I believe that that round would have gone on the side of Union, as both players just pushed into Astro, and if Goyo stayed on Astro Stairs, him and Kaid with the crossfires would have been able to take down the 2 players of Helix funneling through that single doorway. So we do see, oh, the window. Maggle actually wanting to take down Sleepy, as he was taken down the previous round by Sleepy on the Kaid. Kali, sorry. We do see an Astro Repel coming up from Loco to try and catch any rotates on statue off guard. Looks like they are doing the same Ghost Shield in the Fortress position, and we do see Wamai again behind his shield, and he has been spotted out. But Jaeger takes the fight onto Sleepy, and that's Sleepy down. But Maggle on the Ash is able to get the refrag onto the Jaeger. It's now a 4-4. 4v4. Where did this fight take place? So the first place on a mudroom was taken down, but I'm unsure where the refrag happened. Do you see the Valkyrie inside the library? Going for that roam, hopefully try and get a late flank during the round and then catch the players of Helix off guard. Oh, it looks like he was on his drone when he was jumped out on and taken down. Do you see Valkyrie instead of Study? And possibly if he runs out of Study, he can take down the players on Helix on the balcony. But no, the players have chosen to enter the building and they're no longer outside to be exposed. Looks like we do have an Ash again rappelling on the Astro windows to catch the player of Wamai off guard if they try and rotate. We do see Zafir below again, going to try and double tap the Wamai and possibly injure him or just destroy his shield. But he has to be aware of any late rotates coming in or late flanks, as they were last time by the Goyo. I believe I just heard, yes, Wamai caught his first stun, and looks like Zafir is able to take down the shield of the Wamai. But the Wamai chooses to take the fight and take down the Zafir. But Sledge does repeat the fight and gets the refrag. It's now a 3v3. Ah, yes, we had a lag. We agree. Blame the lag. Sounds like Goyo is choosing to get aggressive with some pre-fires of the Vector, but no shots are able to connect. But Kaid just says, screw you, and takes the fight and wins it onto the Sledge of Loco. So it's now a 3v2. And it looks like Rado is DC'd. I assume his internet has either disconnected or he's tried to fix his ping. They don't actually know Valkyrie is on the Astro stairs, and he is undetected. They do spot out the player behind the shield instead of landing, but no shots are able to connect. If Valkyrie times it right, she can get a free double kill. She does. She peeks, takes on the first, pre-fires come out, has to reload, and actually the Kaid is able to get the second kill onto the Ash, trying to refrag her teammate. And I believe I just heard Rado reconnect, so yes. So we do see. Actually, that's a good. Wait. I didn't read chat as I was being messaged in the end. Wait, if Yana isn't allowed, I saw her being played last game on the clubhouse, so honestly, the rules of this league confuse me. There's supposed to be no skins banned, or skins are banned, yet teams always use them, and then you see the Yana being played last game. Honestly, I'm just confused at this point. And I am getting lightheaded from all this talking. And Weirdo, again with the classic DC. So I'm unsure if he'll be able to. Yeah, I think he has managed to come back. Nope, he's naded himself. I guess because Diana was banned and he was playing a banned operator. So do you see an aggressive... Wait, oh, I thought this was Sledge I was spectating, and we do see an Iron Sights bearing coming out from Cyrus on the Habana. And so it looks like they're going for a mainly master take. They do have a few ADSs, and they were caught out by the Habana flashbangs. You know what I meant. And the shield does take down the Goro shield in the fortress area. And Jaeger tries to take the fight into the Sledge, and he was so close, but he was utterly taken down by the Habana. Sledge, sorry. So now we see a 4-4. No man advantage on either side. Goyo has been spotted out in Astro, but he has fallen back. So this is going to delay more time on the side of Felix as they have to re-drone to make sure that Goyo is no longer inside the Astro, as I believe they still think he's in there. But actually, he's dropped below, and that was the Valkyrie that got the C4, and that was the player inside a statue. That's the IQ off the board. Valkyrie has chose to retake red stairs and play a bit more aggressive. A C4 comes out from Kaid, but this will be to no avail as there are no players playing in Archway. As it was a blind C4 from no intel, and it was a Hail Mary that, in the end, did not pay off. So we do see the Kaid sitting in the back of the kitchen, and the Goyo inside of China. But actually the Valkyries just sneaked up into landing and they have no intel from there. C4 comes out, does hit local at 75 HP. Valkyrie decides to take a shot, ill-advised, and misses, but does pre-fire back onto the Nomad and hits him down to 75 HP. But he's been forced off due to the air jab. Pardon me. Ugh. But looks like Cyrus cannot see the electrical due to the angle he has. So the wall inside the laundry is still going to stay electrified, so they can't open it. But despite this, Michael just gets aggressive inside a laundry door and takes the fight, but there's a bullet hole angle inside of China, but he doesn't see the player proning in, but he does spot him when he stands up. And actually, Cyrus wins the fight, and there is now a player inside a laundry, but all the players are stacking up, and he just gets a 3-piece as all players on Helix line up. It seems like a lot of confusion came out from Helix as they didn't understand what was happening, and they all just perfectly lined up for the Valkyrie to get 3 kills. Poor play and unfortunate there by Helix, but really well played by Union to able to get the man advantage early on in the round and lock it out. Those bullet holes from the Goyo were so close. If he had them a tiny bit lower, he spots that player proning in and he gets the early kill. It was unfortunate he wasn't able to win the fight in the end, but it was extremely close. And we do see... Wait, what side is that? I believe it's the Aviator. But we are spectating the AFK Ash inside the site. No, actually, it's a dining kitchen. It's not. It's a living room library. I do personally like this site but but many teams don't do it, as it's undiscovered. Teams don't really know how to hold it. It's usually the site you go to and you usually lose, as most defenses aren't really thought out, and if they are, they're usually quite easily countered, so teams don't opt to go to it, as it is the weakest site. So we are seeing the castle actually castling off the red hallway window, and then with the rotate into the piano room. I always like to see how teams choose to hold their site, as there are many ways teams can do it. And with the early man advantage, actually Alibi is put into 50 HP, I believe that was a rotate, so a missed shot from a shotgun, I assume. But it looks like Helix is choosing to go aggressive and go for the early rush. But this could be all the Legion just at the last second chose to come off the angle, and they just straight run into sight. They have now complete site control, and they could go for the plant, and Union have no idea about this. The plant is going down, and the castle is, oh, the potato comes out, but the plant is allowed to just go down. And they just allow the Alibi to run in and frag onto the Ash. It's now a 3v3. The Habana just runs in deep. Potatoes come out from both sides, but in the end, the Habana wins the fight out. It's now a 3v2. This is why the site is not favoured by the defenders, as it's just so easy to rush in and take. But the Doc doesn't spot out the Habana close in the corner, and is taken down by Cyrus. The Jaeger then goes to the quick peek, and is taken down by the Habana, so the IQ. Habana with a 3k on that round. Really well played by Helix, seeing the weakness of the Union's defense, and knowing they can just go for the quick rush, they do, and they take them down. So it's still alive. Union have secured themselves 1 point, which I did forgot to mention earlier. This is do or die for Union. They win this, they win 7-5. They lose this round, and it's 6-6 draw, as there are no OTs in this league. Helix have drew twice this league. They have no victories. So this would be the 3rd point for Helix on the board, as they are still 2-0. Oh, they have 2 points on the league. I'm not sure how many losses they have, but they have no wins, 2 draws, and I believe 3, maybe 4 losses? I'm unsure. At this point, they're probably in double digits for their losses. So we are seeing another aviator study. Oh my lord, why is that aviator and study? Trophy and statue hold coming in. And I believe this is a similar hold, yes it is, as they are opting to hold below quite heavy. They send the Goyle below, reinforce the pantry wall, and I believe they are also going to be reinforcing the laundry, but I'm unsure about this. Huh. They've opted to reinforce the one wall in pantry and then just leave it completely soft. Oh no, the Valkyrie has opted to go below. That Kaid placement is extremely strong, as it most likely won't be spotted out, and it'll be hard to destroy with a grenade with how far away it is. So that's really well played by Union there. And good thought process on where they're going to be using their utility. But it does appear like Helix do not care for pushing below, and they're just going for a full steady take. For a full horizontal push. And then that electrical will be taken down quite easily. We do see the IQ telling on landing, and the castle barricade is just taken down. He does take 5 on the Goyle, but doesn't play too aggressive and allows Goyle to survive with 1 HP. Literally 1 health point. Extremely lucky there. If IQ had played just a tad more aggressive, he wins that. Oh, please, Ash. Pre-fire. You pre-fire that. Oh, sorry, it's reinforced. My bad. I wasn't unaware. But he does put up the Goyle, but doesn't actually land the shot. How is Goyle gained? Oh, he was reset. You don't actually see resets coming in, as the reset was pushed down from 50 to 20. But when you're on 1 HP, I would much rather 20 than 1. So, it looks like the IQ has rotated below to stop any below C4s. As we do see the Goyle and the Kaid going below to try and get some C4s. But the Jaeger, inside a statue, plays aggressive and takes down the Ashen landing. Manpower now 5-4 to Union. Cyrus does take 5 from the player inside a master bedroom, which is the Jaeger. And it looks like Helix have had to sacrifice their manpower below, so they can now get C4'd from below. They have spotted the deployable shield out. There's a deployable shield in both trophy and statue, so they need to be aware of this and be more careful, as the player behind the shield will have the advantage on the fight. And the C4 from below takes down the IQ. They've now lost the IQ and the Ash. Sophia was lucky there to escape with her life and not get taken down by that C4 as well. I believe she did destroy the shield inside of trophy though. Yes, she did. So YMI is now stuck without a shield. But he is still in an extremely powerful position. But Habana gets through that and takes the fight and takes down the Valkyrie. But then Jaeger gets the refrag and there goes the sledge. Habana now tries to burn some Wamai discs inside of trophy. He is now sitting inside the landing and trophy entrance, but he is aware of the player pushing, and Weirdo has DC'd in the 4v2, so it looks like it will be now a 3v1 as he gets deployed. But no, Weirdo actually reconnects and just pushes into statue, takes down the first player and notices a player inside a master bedroom, and then Cyrus plays aggressive. Weirdo does kill the player inside a master trophy, sorry, so there's now 1v1, 3 seconds left, and Widow's busted out and wins the fight inside a bathroom. As Jaeger tried to rotate, he DCs but reconnects the final seconds and wins the clutch. And we do see a draw coming in. Really well played by Helix there to come back from a 5v3 disadvantage.
That was the peak of Justin's life. That was the peak of his life.
With
and I would just like to say that the team has forfeited, so we will not be having a final game. So today, at the end of Claxon, we've been able to cast 2 games today, and we've seen Helix and the other team, Union, draw 6-6, and there was also another draw, I believe, or was it 7-3? Yeah, 7-3 in the first game. So sorry we weren't able to bring game 3 as the forfeit did happen, but see you guys next time.